A Returner's Magic Should Be Special. This is a fairly new show that came out here on Crunchyroll. From what I read, it's actually based on a South Korean light novel of some sort, and people have been seeming to really like it. It has really good reviews on Crunchyroll. The show is about a man who, again, has a type of magic that is the returner, redirect, reflect kind of magic. That's what makes him unique, while most people seem to have types of magic that involve some sort of element, like fire, water, or wind. His magic seems to be based on being able to change reality in some ways, mostly redirect magic and other things in general, which is pretty unique power. I haven't seen that somebody have that type of power before in any anime, especially when it comes to all the wizard powers you can choose from. That is probably not the one that I would choose. I would think the protagonist would have. So it's unique in that sense. The story starts where these friends, right off the bat on the first episode, they are fighting a calamity, which is a being from another world, which is the Shadow World, that is terrorizing humanity, and they are stuck on the Shadow Labyrinth for the last 13 years or so. And after losing this battle against this dragon, the main character and his friends suddenly are about to die. And when they're about to die, our protagonist finds himself going back in time 13 years ago. He's not sure why. I'm not sure why. This is a very confusing anime. Maybe I'm just dumb, but I was, for the first three episodes, just confused as shit, not knowing what the fuck was going on half the time. And it seems like the main character and everyone around him is confused as fuck too, because he's the only one that knows what is actually happening. He's the only one that knows that he went back in time, and he's not sure how. If I had to assume, it must be something to do with his magic. Goes with the theme of redirecting things, changing the course of history, changing the course of things. If I had to guess, and that's a wild guess. And he's the only one that's aware that he went back in time. So he gets to meet up again with all his friends on this wizard academia kind of place, like a school for wizards. And the school separates the students based on students that come from noble families and commoner families. And it seems that pretty much if you're a commoner, you have no future, and if you're noble, you're pretty much guaranteed a success and a future. Why it is divided in these classes, why is this relevant, I have no fucking idea, because it does not do the best job of explaining up for the first few episodes here why that's important or why that's the case, but it just is. We see this story now unfolding where, again, the main protagonist knows what's going to happen in 13 years. And he has 13 years to re-meet all his friends and retrain them and change the course of history to make sure that they are better prepared for when the inevitable happens again in 13 years and they have to fight this dragon again. And he is trying to change the course of history and make sure that him and his friends don't die and the world doesn't end. That is the premise of the show. It is fairly interesting when it comes to action scenes. I thought it was pretty well animated. The art is pretty nice. The characters are pretty cute. It looks interesting, and a lot of people seem to be liking it. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I did not enjoy it a whole lot. I am not going to be watching it till the end, and this show is definitely not for me. I can't quite put my hand on it why, but I wasn't the biggest fan. With that said, though, it does seem like the vast majority of people that are watching it are really enjoying it. It's fairly new, and if any of the themes that I discuss here seem that it's interesting, by all means, you should watch it. It's not just because I didn't find something extremely engaging that you don't have to either. I'm just always going to be honest. I always say that I don't like doing negative reviews because it paints you as some sort of hater, or you're taking a shit on something that people like. But I'm always going to be honest. I didn't hate it or anything. It just was a little boring to me. It wasn't for me. I watched the first few episodes. If it does seem interesting to you, if the theme does appeal to you, a school of wizards where the protagonist is trying to change the course of history, that does sound pretty interesting as far as a plot. I would give it a watch. With that said, I will see you on the next video, and I will keep my eyes out here for anything new that comes out that I find interesting or unique, or that some people out there might enjoy, or that we're seeing good reviews on. This is one of them. Even though I didn't enjoy it, clearly a lot of people are enjoying it, and it has the vast majority of reviews on 5-star here on Crunchyroll. So if you like this video and you want to see more, and you want to stay up to date on all the new cool anime coming out and other stuff, go ahead and give me a like or a dislike, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and stay tuned. Thank you.